Welcome to Come to Your Senses, the School of Sensual Living podcast. I'm your host, Mary Lofgren. Here, we explore how to live bravely and beautifully through pleasure, mindfulness, embodiment, femininity, beauty, art, and of course, everyday sensuality. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the podcast. So, when we talk about sensual living, what we're really talking about is the freedom to feel fully present and alive in our own bodies. And the secret ticket to that is safety. The day after the first debate, I received a really moving, really powerful voice note from a friend titled A Request for Allyship. And I was so moved by it that I contacted my friend and asked how she would feel about sharing it on a larger scale here on the podcast. And she agreed. So today we have a pause to our regularly scheduled programming, because this is an emergency. Recently, I was listening to Austin Channing Brown talk about how there is no one idea or action or thought wave that can change an entire system that has been functioning for hundreds of years that is designed to oppress, but that there is always something that can be done, and to focus less on the egoic heroism of trying to find the biggest boulder of action and more on the subtle impact of the pebble. And so as you hear my friend's words, may it initiate a landslide of pebbles in us all.
To my white American friends, I send you so much love today after that debate as you woke up in the United States of America. I know that today I only have one thing echoing through my mind. The President of the United States of America refused to publicly denounce white supremacy, even going so far as to tell white supremacist groups to stand down and stand by. The boldness of this move indicates how far gone this is. We cannot deny that we are now in an emergency situation. It is impossible to digest. Yet as a mother today, I am clear about one thing. We must act. We must act and act daily in any way we can to remove this white supremacist regime. So today, I am sending this request for allyship. Although I am across a border, hate travels fast. Yet make no mistake, love is more powerful. So here's my request. I know that many of you are part of a book club, and today I ask that you pause your learning in your book clubs about white supremacy until after this election, and I ask that you contact your book club and begin to use your book club to support this election. I ask that you begin to use your time, your resources, and energy in direct action to support the removal of this government. Even if you are not part of a book club, I ask you to mobilize and act daily. I ask you to create a buddy system in which you are each accountable to one person for a daily election support act. I ask you to join phone banking campaigns, support anti-voter suppression movements to protect the Black vote. I ask you to be brave enough to publicly declare your support for this election for the right side of history. I don't care what you choose to do. Just do what you can, as much as you can, as best as you can. I ask you to use everything at your personal disposal to help, so that when the day comes and the election is happening, you know that you personally did everything you could. I cannot describe to you what it feels like to be a Black person watching my humanity be debated on a public stage. I can't describe to you what it feels like to receive the threats of this presidency, but I can tell you that I refuse to sit idly by and watch it continue. If you receive this, know that I am asking this act of allyship from people I love. I do not take it lightly. I ask you to get to your altars and lay down energetic intentions for the rise of love. I ask you to be bolder than you have ever been before. I ask you to mobilize quickly and effectively to create change. We have all learned a lot in the last little while, and now we must move. Daily commitment. If you have information about how people can get involved, send it to me. I will post on Alterlust daily. I trust that everyone who receives this is already doing something. I know you well enough to know that. I am asking you to do more. The time is here for all hands on deck, not a wait-and-see approach. I ask you to put aside the daily preoccupations with a privileged life and instead begin to act as if you are a Black person trying to save their own life and the life of their children. This is my request. Please don't agonize over how to reply to this or me. It's irrelevant. You don't even need to reply. I honestly don't care. We have bigger fish to fly. Please begin to look around you instead and see what you can do immediately, locally, or nationally. Look for any opportunity to make a small difference and act, no matter how small. We read about history in the history books. We read about individuals who have done great change. We follow them on social media. We applaud them and we read their books. The time has come for each of us to become that person. This is my request of you today. So much love.
Each day on her Instagram stories, Sarah is posting suggested actions at Alterlust. You can find a link to her profile in the show notes for this episode on schoolofsensualliving.com. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time.